Salve, salve, rapaziada. Esse Bruno na área. Bora lá, galera. Bora continuar nosso gameplay. A gente parou aqui, no episódio passado a gente acabou de detonar aí um dos tenentes dos caras. E agora a gente tá ajudando o Zal, né? Levou uma surra danada aí, a gente vai ajudar ele aí na continuação desse episódio. A gente acabou também de reencontrar o Namba. Quer dizer, reencontrar não, ele voltou pro nosso grupo. Então a gente tá. Vamos dar continuidade aí, galera. Tá... o Mabut, a gente detonou o Mabut também. Então bora lá. Deixa eu lá só que o cara tá me chamando aqui.
Kasuga-kun, follow me.
So, who's the guy you wanted me to meet?
An old friend of yours. He prefers to meet with you alone, if that's possible.
I don't get it. Did he rescue you?
More or less. Thing is, he's with the Omi Alliance.
What's his name?
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me.
Guess I'll have to ask him myself.
Pretty much.
It's been a while, Aniki.
Mitsu.
Su, cara. Amigo dele.
Shit! Mitsu! You're okay!
I don't know if okay is the right word. But I seem to be doing better than you, at least.
What's going on, man? I never caught up with you after I got out of prison. Have you seen Arakawa-san recently?
Nah, us peons hardly ever see him these days.
So I've heard.
Not happy about that myself. Even though we're Omi Alliance now, inside, I'm still Arakawa.
So you're Omi too.
Yeah, I had to rescue Zhao in secret. If they find out, I'll be executed.
Doesn't that mean you shouldn't be talking to me?
It does. But I had to say one thing to you. I can't say much else, but you need to know.
What?
Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, he'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Mitsu.
I'll be in touch.
So what's going to happen to the Yokohama Lumang?
Damn, going straight for the jugular, huh? Well, obviously, Mabuchi's ruined everything. The Great Wall is full of holes now. If the Omi decide to invade, it'll crumble.
Is there any hope?
I don't know. But if we don't patch up the wall, it's all over. And with me like this.
Man, it hurts just looking at that.
Hurts having it. That's why I'm thinking of stepping down.
Huh?
It doesn't matter so much who the boss of the Liu Mong is. In the end, the only thing that really matters is whether my men have a place to call home. You get it?
Yeah. I know the Lumang origin story.
Ah. Then you know why we formed in the first place. I don't know if I can keep us going anymore. I was never that great at it. Not like my father.
But who's the next leader gonna be if you step down?
I have someone in mind. Someone who's tough, bold. Friend of yours, actually.
What? Who?
Song Hui-san.
Song Hui? You'd give the Lumang to the Komi Jewel?
Yeah, I know. Up to now, the two factions have been like oil and water. But the world's changing. Walls are crumbling. If we don't start banding together, none of us will survive. Not everyone will accept the merger, of course. I'm sure we'll lose members. But that hasn't changed the overall situation for the Eugene 3. It's join or die.
Yeah. I think I see what you're saying.
Do you?
You figure Songhui will keep the Liumang from going extinct. Meanwhile, the Komiju will get a new home. So both your people and her people will be better off. Everyone's a big, happy family.
Well, you don't have to put it like that exactly. Soft sweetheart terms and shit.
Yeah, I do. You're a good guy with a big ol' heart. I kinda figured.
Do we really have to do this? I can't be that annoyed with you. The Eugene 3 do owe you a lot. The Seiryu clan's probably singing anthems about you.
Yeah, speaking of, I think I'll visit the chairman and see how grateful he really is.
Sounds like you plan on making a big request.
But I have some idea of how this fake bill ended up in your pocket.
There's just something I want to ask him. I think he'll be willing to talk about more secret shit now, don't you think?
He should. We all owe you big time. You sure don't hesitate to cash in on favors. Well, give my regards to him when you see him.
E é isso aí, mais um remeleixo na história, né, galera? Encontramos nosso amigo de infância, não, tempo de Yakuza lá, de Ishikawa-san, família Ishikawa. Então beleza, vamos analisar o que a gente vai aprontar agora. Não temos missão secundária. Cara, tem a missão secundária lá de... lá em cima, ó. No beco. Vamos pra lá. Vamos pra lá, que aqui é rapidão agora. A gente chama o táxi aqui, ó. Acho que eu vou pegar aqui, ó. Aqui. E vamos pra lá. Louco por táxi. Já ganhamos aí uma. E vamos pegar essa missão aqui, ó. Apesar que a gente precisa passar em algum botequinho aqui pra comprar as paradas. O que é aqui? Para a partida executiva, entrar para a partida real, perguntar sobre bônus. Bom, deixa pra lá. É game, cara. Eu não gosto desses minigame aí não, de dado. Eu não manjo. Curto. Quero pegar aquela missão secundária rapidão. Ver o que rola com aquela missão ali. Ela vai estar onde? Vai estar aqui, né? Chegamos aqui no maluco. Ai, ai, ai. Chega mais. Chega mais. É animal de circo, grande circo de animais. Não sabia que isso tá chegando. Parque amigo, eu vou dar uma olhada quando tiver tempo. É isso? É só isso? Tem mais os bichinhos aqui, perdidos. Ah, tem. Mariposa. Cara, eu preciso achar esses bichinhos aqui. Opa, mais um. Libélula. Ah, tem mais aqui, ó. Aranha. Mariposa. Mariposa. Só. Ó, vamos. Ó, vamos. Deixa eu passar na outra grama ali. Vai rolar rango. É isso. Ah, são flores. Cara, até agora eu não sei o que fazer com plantas, mano. Não sei. Também não procurei saber. Matinho ali que a gente não entra. Kart eu não vou jogar agora. Eu quero ver aqui. Eu acho que. Cara, tem umas paradas aqui. Batata, tomate. Não, não é esse. Não é esse cara aqui. Esse aqui, ó. Aí, ó. Madeira robusta. Aço de superliga. Aço temperado. Bom, em todo caso vou levar uns 10 desse aço temperado. Uns 10 desse aqui. Essa tem bastante aço refinado. Uns 10 também. 15 vai. E reforçado também uns 15. Tudo tem bastante. Vidro temperado. Pouco, né, cara? Uns 10. Gastar um pouquinho de grana aqui. Alumínio brilhante. Tungstênio. Ó, vou levar uns 10 do tungstênio. Ah, beleza. Fechou. Isso que eu precisava. A gente volta na próxima missão. Bora curtir um circo, galera. Já é aqui a missão. Eita. O que vai rolar de missão aqui, maluco? O que esse urso tá fazendo aqui, velho? Bom.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grand Animal Circus. We're here today at Hamakita Park to bring you a day of excitement and fun. And they're all very well behaved, so don't miss this chance to make some meeting. This here is Catherine-chan the bear. Go on, you can even get your picture taken with her.
Shaking hands with a bear?
Not to worry. Catherine-chan has gone through special training. Not only is she an acrobatic wonder, she was a real good girl during the movie. I've raised her since she was a cub, and I can assure you she is most gentle. She listens to me no matter what.
Não sei não.
Say we're kindred spirits, she and I. Please, I'm talking to our guest here. Now, where were we? Oh, right. Catherine-chan. Yes, indeed.
So, does this Catherine-chan ever...
Oh, she may be tame, but she And don't you worry, her cage is locked up good and tight. That's right. Why, this lock here... Wait. This is the lock to Catherine-chan's cage.
Ah, mentira.
Ah! Catherine-chan's gotten loose! Catherine-chan!
She listens to me no matter what. What a load of crap.
You, please, help me get Catherine-chan.
Huh? Me?
No way. I was...
Shit. This dude's...
You'll have to hold... I promise to pay you back. We can't have her reach...
Yeah, I get that, but...
Tem que matar a Catherine agora. Putz, e agora? O que eu faço? Putz, vamos dar um choque nela, né? Nossa, é resistente pra caramba. Ó, vamos bater nela. Rapaz, é muito forte. A rota inflamada por médio, olha. Ataque de pombo nela, vai. Tá, vou ter que aumentar o ataque de todo mundo aqui, senão não vai rolar não. Tá gravando. Tá gravando. Vamos de porrada. Ah, vou tentar dar tiro nela. Ah, sugou bem o tiro, hein? Sugou bem. De novo. Nossa, muito bem o tiro. Eita, errou. Ah, tchau. Tchau, mano. Tchau, tchau, Catherine. Adeus, Catherine. Pronto. Nossa, 150 mil. Tá bom. E sangue do despertar. Legal. Vamos deixar. Show. Aqui que deixou o cadeado aberto, né, maluco?
You should hurry back to your
Amazing! Catherine and John went...
meet and greet my ass.
Thank you very much. I must say, I'm amazed.
You know, I don't think she was listening to...
Either way, we can now carry on with the show. This is a small token of my appreciation. Please, take it.
Lenço do chefe.
I just realized I hadn't formally introduced myself. My name is Yasuda, and I'm the ringmaster
I'm
here.
Kasuga. So you're the ring...
Yes, though there's not much to be ringmaster. We travel all over the country.
All over
Indeed. Circuses typically, but there are many children outside these cities. I was one of those children. The first time I was... Honestly, we're struggling to stay in business.
I got you. I hope...
Oh, Kasuga-san. Our next show is about to start soon. Care to marvel at all?
No, I think I'm marveled out for the day. Wouldn't want to...
I understand. Well, please stop by any time. There will be other animals.
Yeah? They ain't gonna escape.
Don't worry. They're incredibly obedient.
I'll take your word for it. All right. Think I'll head out then. Keep an eye on those friends of yours, yeah?
I will. Thank you again, Kasuga-san.
Tá, beleza, Kasuga-san.
Damn. Hell of a day. That ringmaster said they'll be holding more shows here. I should probably check them out next.
Ultimato Ursino. Beleza, galera. Beleza. Ah, tem mais uma missão pra gente fazer aqui. Beleza. Ah, não, ali é o cara do coisa que eu não consegui ainda. É, missão. Aí lá de não é missão, agora é missão principal. Beleza? Então a gente volta lá na... Pra que a gente tiver próxima missão principal. É nóis! É, bora lá, galera, bora. É ali mesmo, ó. Já tem um. Tem um parceiro. Ai, caramba. Mano, deixa eu tentar. Mais uma vez. Não sei se eu peguei. Sei. Sei. Ah, mano. Não é. Não é aqui não. Cara que precisa de papel toalha aí, eu não consigo achar ele não. Simbora. Embora que tem missão lá. Bora lá, galera. Tá lá embaixo. Tá. É lá na... É lá no Distrito da Luz Vermelha. Simbora, simbora. Chamar um taxizinho aqui. Tá. Aqui. É aqui mesmo. Não, podia pegar o outro. Tá mais perto. Tá valendo. Opa, vamos ver se tem alguma coisa aqui. Aqui não tem nada. Aqui não tem nada. Nada aqui. Não. Essa lojinha aqui seria uma das primeiras que a gente compra as coisas. Opa. Bom. É isso aí, galera. Ah, eu preciso conversar com ele, é isso. Ah. Ele precisa perguntar uma parada.
Thank you, Chairman Hoshino. Captain Takabe said it would be okay for us to talk.
I heard. And I believe I already know why you've come. You've done us a great service. I would not still be leader of this clan if it weren't for you.
Does that mean the Seiryu clan's gonna pull through?
I can't say for sure yet. About 20 to 30% of our men defected to the Omi. The ones who stayed are grumbling behind my back. And it's hard to blame them. They just found out the Ijincho standoff was all a sham.
Zhao told me he's giving up his position as the leader of the Liumang. Songhui is going to lead them.
Yes, I know.
You just know everything, huh?
Not everything. But I'll tell you what I do know. Eventually, the Seiryu clan will succumb to the Omi Alliance.
What?
For people who had nowhere to live outside the gray zones, the Great Wall of Muscle was their only protection. Now it's crumbling. That's a matter of life or death for them. Already rumors are flying into Jincho's political circles. Rumors that Ogikubo's lost his touch. I'm sure Aoki got those whispers going. He never lets a good crisis go to waste.
Oh, really?
Aoki knows it would destroy the party if it ever revealed their chair, Ogikubo, forged money for years. Now Aoki can easily blackmail Ogikubo and force him to step down. Aoki will become the new party chair.
I don't get it. Why does he want to take Ogikubo's place so bad?
The party chair manages elections, so in that role, Aoki could nominate anyone he wants. He'll control the ruling party. Therefore, he'll control the nation.
The whole country will be under his thumb?
Yes. Especially if I'm right about his next move. I think he's gonna try to dissolve Parliament.
Dissolve Parliament? At a time like this? That's insane!
Prime Minister, I understand how you must feel, being unable to rely on Ogikubo-sensei. But honestly, I have the power to support you better than he ever could. If an election were held today,
I could guarantee you 2/3 of the seats. Minimum.
Do you have a solid plan for doing that?
Yes. I'll send Bleach Japan to the districts where the Citizens' Liberal Party is weakest. Bleach Japan can influence votes anywhere. They're incredibly popular. Plus, they have my endorsement. A victory for the party would, of course, move your personal political goals forward.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think you have the power to maintain the party's stability right now? We don't want it breaking up for lack of support from Ogi Kubo-sensei.
You can talk that way to the house, but not to me.
Appoint me to party chair and hold an election. If you don't, I'll be forced to make public the nature of Ogi Kubo-sensei's crimes. That would mean the end of not only your administration, but the party itself.
But there's no precedent for someone serving as both governor and party chair. Besides, you're much too young.
If age is what you want, start digging for some old fossil who can stop me. That is, if you think you can find one. Anyone in particular come to mind?
Aoki's scheme to destroy the Great Wall worked. Now he's got Mabuchi and the Omi at his command. So much power, vested in just one man. And it had to be Masato Arakawa. Kasuga, I know you never intended to be at the center of all this. It was pure coincidence that you were there when the soap landowner died. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep. Lucky me.
But one thing I don't believe is a coincidence, is that you ended up in Ijincho.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you still have that fake bill?
Yeah. Didn't you say you knew how it ended up on me?
Yes. Only one person in the world could have put that bill in your pocket.
Who? Who is it?
Masumi Arakawa himself.
Arakawa-san? No, he's the one who shot me.
Yes, I'm aware he shot you. But did you ever consider that maybe he did that so you would end up here?
What?
That fake bill was his letter of introduction between you and me. It was to let me know that you were one of Masumi Arakawa's men.
Kind of a weird way to introduce us, don't you think?
I think what it means is Arakawa's goals do not align with those of Ryo Aoki.
Well, then, what are Arakawa's goals?
I really can't say. But I do know that he means business. They wouldn't have used that bill if he didn't.
Chairman, how exactly do you know Arakawa-san?
Well, that's a long story. And there's a much better place than here to tell it. Heian Tower.
Heian Tower?
Yes. That's where my fate intertwined with Arakawa's. He sure seems to be partial to Peking duck.
Yeah.
Let's have it for lunch tomorrow. My treat. I'll make the reservation.
Caixa de item não tem nada. A gente já dormiu aqui, já se recuperou, né? Você já se recuperou. Tá todo mundo recuperado. Onde que a gente tá? A gente tá no... Ah, tá em cima do... Em cima do hotel ali, né?
Listen. Okay. Hmm? Hmm. Huh. Yo. Hey.
Antes de seu encontro regado no pato laqueado, seria bom conversar com o chefe. Ah, beleza. Tá. Mas, cara... Oh, namba. Tá, cobra bengala. Ah, de vida não. Preciso de defesas. Ah, 30 de defesa. Ah, não, mas já estamos usando magia. Nada que dá magia. Não pode sofrer embriaguez. Faixa motivação. Não pode sofrer sono. Não pode sofrer medo. Não pode sofrer alienação. Aumenta a quantidade de diferença. Tira de inimigo. Caneta tinteiro velho. Tá. Ah, mano, a outra. Ai, vamos equipar. Isso. Já que ele é mais na porrada mesmo. Aumenta a viver. Aumenta a chance de obter um bom efeito com habilidades de croupier. Não. Aumenta a taxa de crit durante o combate. Beleza. Não. Equipei de alguém, não foi? Não, tá todo mundo equipado. Show. Bora. Tá. Ah, é o Kaki. É o Kaki, mano. Putz, e agora? Tá madurando o Kaki.
Well, the persimmon looks all right. I hope her surgery went okay.
Kasuga-san.
You're Kanako-chan's father. How's Kanako-chan doing? The surgery go all right? Huh? No, don't tell me.
Kanako, come here.
Ah, se curou. Legal. Aí.
She is. She used to always stare out the window with such a hopeless look in her eyes. Her surgery was a great success, and she's even up on her feet again.
No way! That's great!
She wanted to come say thank you.
To me?
Thank you, Kasuga-san. You protected the persimmon.
Nah, no need to say thanks.
No, I had a lot of fun watching you. Fighting a sumo wrestler, getting shot by a toy gun, comforting that witch. I couldn't help but laugh. And it made me realize there's so much to see out.
Oh yeah? Guess it was all worth it.
There was also a part of me that wanted to skip the surgery.
Hey, good thing you... Well, it's nice to...
I should also thank this tree.
Yeah. Well, what do you say we eat it?
Huh? You want to eat it?
You don't need it anymore, right? Besides, look how good it looks.
You've wanted to eat it this whole time, haven't you?
You got me. Hang on a... Oh yeah, look! You want dibs, Kanako-chan?
I'll have some after you. You should go first since you worked so...
You sure? Okay then. Oh. Ugh. This is one of the bitter ones.
I thought so.
You mean you knew? Come on, Kanako.
Fica aqui, bem aqui. As eles... Ué? Ah, o sumô, mano. Dá pra chamar ele. Beleza, galera. Mais uma missãozinha pronta. A gente tem que ir lá no lixão, não, no sem tetos. Bora lá. A gente volta a hora que a gente chegar perto lá. Só vamos, galera, só vamos. Só vamos. Descobri umas paradas aqui. Antes vamos lá na oficina do romance. Vamos dar uns upgrade aqui. O que nós conseguir dar um upgrade. Acho que vou ter que investir um pouco na oficina também. Vou desviar dos caras ali, que eu não quero dar XP nenhum mais, tá muito fraquinho. Só vamos, só vamos. Ok, beleza. Criar melhorar, tá. Puta, 2 milhões, mano. Pra subir de nível. Ah, não. Fortalecer a arma. Taco do herói. Mas é o nível 3. Olha lá. Também não tem um item ali, ó. Ferro robusto. Ah, 10. Tenho 12. 3 eu tenho 21, 5 eu tenho 11, 3 eu tenho 5. Então quer dizer, daria pra fazer o upgrade aqui nervoso, hein? Ataque de herói 2. Mas tem que investir 2 milhões lá, eu não tenho 2 milhões. Tá, bengala. Bengala dá pra dar um upgrade bom. Na verdade ela vai começar a ficar boa, né?
Looking good.
Tá. Ah.
Touch.
Melhorando. Ah, não tenho. Ataque 0. Ai, cara. comprar esse negócio. Bom, vou lá comprar e a gente volta aqui pra dar o upgrade, galera. Então voltamos aqui, galera. Vamos. Primeiro vamos conversar com ela. Dá pra gente conversar um pouco? Claro que foi. Ixi. Diz que não sai, né? Ele deixa um bonsai. Ou eu peço pro bartender fazer, ou procuro na loja que... Ah, tá. Tá, beleza. Tem um bonsai pra ela, ok. Fortalecer a arma, que vai ser a do Namba. É isso aí. 10 de ataque 0. Tá.
Looking good. It works, right?
Vai pra 41, boa. E... de boa. Tá quase chegando no nível.
Almost there.
Opa, peraí. Agora vai igualar. É isso?
Looking good.
Ok. Ixi, não temos... igualou. Ah não, caramba, aqui ó. É o rank. Os materiais eu tenho, mas é o rank. Mano, uma 24, cara, de ataque, cara. Ataque base. Bengala vermelha. O estilete dela. Tá, dá pra gente dar um upgrade.
Almost there.
Tranquilo. 29.
Nice.
Caramba. Pô, vai pra caramba, hein? 3, 10.
Looking good.
Pô, dá pra subir. Aí, ó. Mais 13. Estilete de artesão. Material não é muito, não. Grana é pouca. Pô, dá pra subir aqui também. Pô, mais 30. Show.
Just a touch.
Segunda, show de bola. Beleza. Ai, punho de ferro do maluco. A gente consegue mais. Ah, mas aqui é os que eles estão utilizando. É tudo de combate. Tudo blindado. Ah, aqui é croupier. Tá, então não. Detetive não tem nada. Kasuga, não, beleza. Então zerou. Zerou. Que a armadura. A gente não tem todos os materiais aí para criar a sandália mágica. Os cyberbotas. A gente não tem nível. E não tem o item também. 2 milhões para criar. Nossa, mano, que isso? Que jeito que junta isso? Então vamos dar uma ajuda financeira. Pelo menos 100 mil eu vou botar aqui agora.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Então tá bom. Beleza. Partiu pra missão. Vou sair daqui pra mim ver. Lá na torre. É isso. Embora pra torre, galera. A gente volta quando tiver lá na porta. Chegamos lá então, galera. Bora lá. Agora nosso jantar. Tá com ele, vamos ver o que vai rolar.
I went ahead and got started.
You sure you don't mind treating me?
What? Are you actually able to pay?
Wish I could, but I don't think they'd take this.
You don't sound like you're gonna relax during this meal.
Depends on what you say. Hopefully I'll relax enough to enjoy the duck. So, how do you know Arakawa-san? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
It wasn't long after the war the counterfeit bills started being produced in Ijincho. It was top secret. Only the heads of the Seiryu clan and the Liumang, plus some officers, knew about it. Outside of that inner circle, they also had to hire people to smuggle the bills.
Smugglers?
And one of them was a traveling actor. His name was Toshio Arakawa. He was Masumi Arakawa's father.
What?
One day, he came to us saying he lost an entire suitcase filled with 100 mil in fake yen. No excuse in the world could have saved him. A mistake that grave required the Seiryu clan to make an example out of him for the other smugglers. But remember, only a few people at the top even knew about the counterfeiting. It wasn't a task they could hand to just anybody. So I, being next in line to inherit the clan, was entrusted to carry it out.
So did you actually...
Yes. I killed Toshio Arakawa, father of Masumi Arakawa, in this very place, 40 years ago. But I had no idea who was in the room with my target. By the time I learned it was his 14-year-old son, it was too late. I had to go through with the hit, knowing this boy would see his father die. To make my guilt even worse, later I found out why Toshio lost the fake bills. His wife and her lover had stolen them. And those two fell into the ocean and disappeared. Their corpses were never even found.
So Arakawa-san lost both his parents, one after the other.
And his only other friends, the theater troupe, disbanded soon after without their leader. Masumi Arakawa became a drifter, along with a few other actors. They couldn't trust anyone, so what other path was there for them, except becoming YAKUZA in Kamurocho? Arakawa joined a low-ranking family in the Tojo clan called the Hikawa family. Life wasn't easy for him there. They were the kind of family that took hits without thinking twice.
Really?
Yes. So they were always in need of ways to dispose of a body. Masumi Arakawa was tapped to help with that, and he was extremely cautious. To do it, he started coming all the way to the homeless camp in Ijincho.
Really? Even though the family was based in Tokyo? Why?
Well, truthfully, he wanted an excuse to come to Yokohama, because it would afford him opportunities to hunt his father's killer.
I see. So Arakawa-san was using the homeless camp to dispose of bodies all the way back then.
Indeed. As for his hunt, he researched YAKUZA and criminals every time he was here. All he started with was a single clue. His own childhood memory of the suspicious waiter he saw here that night. Eventually, 7 years after the murder, I received an invitation to come here. He signed his invitation Masumi Arakawa. It was a bold declaration, and I knew immediately the running would be futile. So I came here, alone, I didn't even bring a bodyguard.
Why the hell not?
Well, to put it simply, I was prepared to die.
But, I mean...
In this line of work, there are no good ways to die. And I can think of worse ways to go that would not give that boy the justice he'd earned. The memory of what I'd done to him never left me, you know. It was always like a small bone stuck in my throat. He was sitting right where you are now.
Here?
Yes. He didn't look a day over 20. But his eyes had that hard, flinty gaze of an old killer. I couldn't help myself. I told him everything. I told him why I killed Toshio Arakawa. I even told him about the secret counterfeiting. I figured I was dead anyway. He had a gun in his hand, and all he had to do was pull the trigger. But he never once interrupted me. When I'd finished, he slowly stood up. I stopped him as he turned to leave. "Didn't you come here for revenge?" I asked.
And? What did he say?
He said, "If only you had ignored my invitation, then I could have shot you in the back." Then he left.
Boss.
In 1984, the 10,000 yen bill changed from the face of Prince Shotoku to Yukichi Fukuzawa. By that time, Arakawa had found his own YAKUZA family, so I sent him a gift.
What was it?
A fresh batch of crisp fake bills featuring Yukichi Fukuzawa. They were defective prints with nothing on the back. Not exactly legal tender.
Then how was that a gift?
It's hard to explain. If I had to say, it was out of gratitude.
Sure, but for what?
I should have died that day I met with Arakawa. I would have been right. And yet he spared me. Not only that, but he lifted a terrible weight from my chest. Furthermore, it's not an exaggeration to say the equilibrium among the Ijin Three continues to this day because of him.
Wow.
I owe him an unfathomable debt. And one day, I must pay it back. The defective bills were how I chose to communicate the sentiment. The counterfeiting secret is Ijincho's weakness. And it was only thanks to Arakawa that the Ijin Three could continue to secretly wield that power. But of course, that means if he ever feels like it was a mistake to let me live, he can use the fake bills to unravel everything I've built. The gift wasn't the bills themselves. They were leverage. I actually wrote something on the back to that effect. Neither justice nor mercy should tip the scale. It means that those in power must reward and punish where necessary. I felt it was an appropriate message. I suppose the writing is faded at this point.
Whoa. So that's the whole story.
Up till this moment. But now I'm sitting across from a man holding one of those fake bills. Which, of course, is a message from Arakawa that only I could understand. The message is, Masumi Arakawa sees you as a beloved family member.
Arakawa-san thinks of me as family.
He You would not have placed that bill in your pocket lightly. Do you see its significance now? After everything I've told you? There is almost no doubt in my mind that Arakawa did not want you killed. So he didn't shoot you out of malice. He shot you so that you would be brought here, be saved by the homeless, and eventually meet up with me. Do you see? That's everything I can tell you.
That's plenty. Thank you, Chairman. I see it all now. I always kind of figured.
You did? Well, it's your move now. I've only told you what I know, so...
It's okay. That's enough. I trust you.
Well, I don't hear that often.
Yeah, neither do I. Not even from my friends. But those friends are trustworthy to me. And so are you. I believe everything you said. And my faith in Arakawa-san is coming back strong.
Kasuga,
Yeah?
are you a blood relative of Arakawa's?
No, it's not like that.
I see. Well, he must have been happy to have such loyalty as yours. As proud as any father, I think.
Mais um capítulo terminado. Vamos pro 11º. Probabilidades.
Nagatacho has been rocked by party chair Ogikubo's sudden retirement due to illness. Long a central figure in politics, Ogikubo was the Prime Minister's last ally in keeping Parliament together.
An election shall be held to reaffirm the will of the people. I look forward to a new Citizens Liberal Party and a new cabinet.
The Prime Minister made more shockwaves later that day. In the afternoon, he announced he would appoint Ryo Aoki to Ogikubo's now vacant post. Aoki will be the first sitting governor to also serve as the ruling party's chair. This bold move is sure to have ripple effects.
How are you feeling, former chairman?
Surely the governor of Tokyo can read. My sign says no visitors.
Oh, suddenly rules are important to you.
Naturally.
Shouldn't you concern yourself with the rules you've already broken? For example, counterfeiting. Your crimes put the entire national economy at risk.
Do you know how many lives were saved by what you call a crime? Hundreds. Any politician can say they built a road or passed a law. But how many can say they caught people who fell through the cracks? You think you're talented enough to do that in my stead?
Oh, I've got plenty of talents. I just use them very differently compared to you. For example, I managed to fit your downfall into my already very busy schedule.
A governor as the party chair. Nothing could be more ripe for corruption.
Oh, everything I'm gonna do will be labeled scandalous by withered old men like you. But by next year, Japan will have a new standard, and it will have been written by me.
Spoken like a true amateur.
Amateur, huh? Let me ask you. Do you remember my first election 10 years ago? I asked you for the Citizens Liberal Party endorsement. You insulted me. Your exact words were, "Bleach Japan is a bunch of kids playing at politics." Your home district is Kanagawa's second. Isn't that right? I'm happy to tell you, Bleach Japan will be running a candidate there in the next election cycle. And he'll have the Citizens Liberal Party's ringing endorsement. So, how does it feel to have everything taken from you by a bunch of kids? Our candidate's victory in Kanagawa's District 2 is all but certain. So I've come up with a plan for taking out the trash in Ijincho. Of course, we'll probably lose half the population.
Are you calling the people of Ijincho trash?
I'm calling them disposable.
Pardon me?
What did you call them? People who fell through the cracks? Can't you see that's their own fault for becoming so dependent on the gray zones? They're responsible for maintaining their home, and they failed. That's what makes them disposable. But I must be going. As I said, I've got a busy schedule. Happy retirement, my former chair. I truly wish that for you. I hope you'll visit Ijincho after its beautiful new developments are complete. You'll hardly recognize it, and I can't wait to see the look on your face when you see it.
Porra, denso, hein? Caramba. Caramba. Ó, tá brotando gente aí? Ah, a gente tá no boteco. Survive bar.
So, is your hideout?
Yep, go ahead. Make yourself at home.
I'd love to, but, where could I even do that?
Yes. The square footage of this place leaves something to be desired.
Well, excuse me. I'm hearing some pretty high standards for a couple of pad crashers.
We're not crashing it. Namba-san gave us permission.
Who the hell says no to Jungi Han when he has to stay the night? I mean, it's freaking Jungi Han.
Hey, where are the rest of your people now that Komijul HQ is gone?
They're fixing the surveillance system. It will take some time for it to be fully restored.
Well, I get why Jungi Han is staying here, since this place is a pile of ashes. But what's Zhao's excuse?
It's not like I could just keep living in Qingchen after stepping down from the Liumeng. Wouldn't have sent the right message. So, I've joined the ranks of the homeless.
Still doesn't explain why you need to stay here.
Maybe because information collects where people do. And this group does seem to be in the know.
We do? But we don't even know what happened to Bleach Japan. Did the police ever put a stop to all that craziness?
The police? Kasuga-kun, haven't you seen the news?
No, haven't had the time.
Well, Bleach Japan's reputation in Ijincho, hell, all of Japan, is golden after the Komijul thing.
What?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe the headlines. Despite peril, brave Bleach Japan topples Komijul gang. Grassroots org achieves what police never could. Shit like that.
Wow, great journalism. No spin at all.
That's not even the worst of it. The reports say that Komijul committed arson during its fight with Bleach Japan. And in the blaze, Bleach Japan director Ogasawara perished.
He's dead? Wait, what happened? He was definitely alive after the fire. That's when we interrogated him.
Yeah, then the Omi Alliance rescued him. Why would he be... Wait, did they?
Yes, they probably killed him. I had that thought right away. At least he died the way he wanted to, as a hero of the revolution.
That guy? A hero? Why'd they kill him?
Because he squawked like a bird when you interrogated him. Why wouldn't they off the guy? Now they're just milking his death for all it's worth. Honestly, it's a brilliant move, making it look like he died in the Komijul fire. No crime reports, cops and doctors wouldn't bat an eye. And Bleach Japan gets a nice, tragic death to go on about.
Damn. I wish we'd picked a fight with dumber enemies.
But what can we do? Go to the police and explain how we abducted Ogasawara?
What would be the point? Half the force is on Mabuchi's payroll. No, they would just book our asses.
So Aoki has everyone marching along to his little tune. All in step.
Young master.
Okay, Bleach Japan's got us by the short hairs there. But what about the fact they were trespassing on Komijul property?
Well, they must have figured the public would think the ends justified the means. And they were right. The public thinks Bleach Japan is the hero of this story. The police will never prosecute them for trespassing.
At this rate, the Komijul and the Liumang are going to be extinct in Ijincho. And people like you who give us shelter will be an endangered species. I wish I didn't have to say this, but I suggest you make other living arrangements.
I can't. I'm waiting for someone to contact me here.
Who?
Arakawa-san, he's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, you'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'll be in touch.
Well then. But isn't Masumi Arakawa the man who shot you?
The boss wasn't trying to kill me. He shot me so I could live.
Sorry, but don't you think that's still kinda fucked up?
It's a long story. Buy me a beer sometime and I'll tell you all about it. But right now, while we've got you on the team, we need to get shit done. We need to stock up on money and supplies because nobody knows what the hell will happen next.
That's for sure.
Cara, legal. Legal. Com a queda do paredão de música, o surto de crimes em Yokohama e os vilões da cidade ficarem ainda mais fortes. Cuidado, pois você pode enfrentar novos oponentes formidáveis. Descobração, os assuntos. Os pensos de Yokohama deixou o alvo mais forte contra os efeitos de sangramento. Do medo da fúria. Zal. Mais forte contra efeitos de sangramento, do medo e da fúria e do silêncio. Boa! Prepare-se para o ataque. Eu quero... Vou pedir pro barman aqui fazer o... Caramba! Marmita de amor, tenho certeza. Assim, claro. Sobrou bastante coisa. Espero que goste. Os bentôs. Beleza, maravilha, beleza. Lá de fora, ninguém está usando. Bam, bam. Você pode cultivar nos vasos lá de fora do bar, ninguém está usando. E aqui que a gente planta. Use os sementes ou bulbos para cultivar diversos tipos de plantas nos vasos de Yokohama. Elas vão ficando prontas para a colheita com o tempo. Você pode itens especiais para que as colheitas mais frutos. O atendente do sorvinho pode transformar colheitas em bentôs, remédios chineses, buquês de flores. Cara mais talentoso e cheio de mistério. Vaso, alguns médicos. Beleza. Primeiro a gente já... Você pode levar flores que cultiva até o atendente do vinho para que ele faça alguns buquês. Esses buquês podem ser dados para As paqueras de Kasuga, conhecer ao longo da jornada, fortalecendo seu vínculo com elas, quem sabe isso não acaba acendendo uma chama. Boa!
Welcome.
Pinheiro. Putz, tem que plantar pinheiro. Boa, e agora? As marmitas, mano. Que da hora fazer marmita. Pimenta alha, fruta misteriosa. Putz, que massa. Aí ela recupera tudo, né? Tipo essa daqui, ó. 500 de vida e 300 de magia.
Thanks.
Beleza, galera. Então, vamos sair aqui. Vou plantar aqui, ó. Semente de pinheiro, tem? Pinho, aham. Dar nutrientes, cultivar... Não. Bem, eu trouxe a porcaria do seu sortilégio, então você cresce. Feito. Vamos ver o que é fácil. Bulbo misterioso. Provavelmente dá para colher algo disso. Mano, vou plantar isso aqui. Estimulante, ok. Ah, ficou a plantinha ali. Quer dizer que tem mais, né? Espalhado por aí. Beleza. Beleza, galera. Então é isso. A parada aqui é de plantar. Parece que agora o nível aumentou. Nós temos uma missão. Vamos pegar essa missão aqui. Beleza? A gente volta lá. Ah não, galera. Vamos atender aqui, ó. O Hamako. Putz, a gente virou lixeira agora, mano. Sério. Beleza. O estabelecimento de Hamako é lá embaixo, né? É ali, ó. É. Mas vamos... Vamos lá na missão, galera. Então a gente volta lá. Então, chegamos, galera. Vamos ver mais um fightzinho aqui, com certeza. $30.000, beleza. Ok, vamos lá. O cara é brutamonte, velho. Não, primeiro eu vou dar uma giratória nele aqui, ó. Eu vou dar um quebra-cabeça nele aqui, ó. Ah, beleza. Salto de pomba em você, é. O cara é bem resistente. Tá, eu vou dar um sopapo financeiro. Taco destruidor. E você? Ah, morreu quase. Oh, caramba. Boa. Agora nós só bate no que tá morto. Cara, já é um combatinho mais apelão. Taco destruidor em você, vai. Mas ele vai acordar, ó. Olha lá. Tá bom. Curva de bolsa, vai. Curva de bolsa. Falou, boa. Racha a cabeça. Essa racha a cabeça é racha a cabeça mesmo. Olha lá. O Kasuga tá atordoado. Vai, mamba. Ah, é você. Beleza, sou de bolsa. Boa. Feito para ele. Agora posso curtir o resto do meu tour gastronômico em paz. Vou contar para todas as minhas amigas. Ok, valeu, é nóis. With finesse. Mais uma missãozinha. Boa, galera. Missão. Opa, temos outra missão para trás. Aqui temos. Voltamos, galera. Então, missão. Temos uma missão aqui no. Lá em cima não consigo. É aqui, ó. Mas eu vou passar na loja de penhores primeiro. Embora a gente se vê lá. Chegamos no loja de penhor. Vender o lixo aqui, né, galera? Vender. Opa, isso não. Outros pratos de ferro. Bom, esse lixo aqui eu não posso dispor. Só o que dá pra vender, cara. Juntar uma graninha aí. Quase nada. Beleza. Então vamos lá na missãozinha ali. Então, galera, aqui agora ficou com um nível mais. Apesar que ainda não. Dependendo do lugar, a gente ainda tá com nível bom. Não é todo lugar que tá. Oh, não era nele. Errou. Aí não, vai dar um. Aí, ó. Beleza. Mais gente ali, velho. Passa reto, vai. Não vai deixar. Surra giratória. Mas cadê os caras do meio? É ele mesmo. Caramba, muito bom. Boa. Opa! Ei, menininha. Fiquei sabendo. É os capa, mas eu não consegui tirar mais foto dos capa. Cara, eu não tinha fugido, mano. Ah, olha a pior merda.
You're gonna be in a whirl.
Take your best shot. Check this out. You're in it now. Let's go.
O próximo.
Let's go.
I'm not backing down.
I got this. Don't get caught.
Here we go. This out. Get this one.
Okay.
Tinha fugido. Eita. Tem jeito não, tem que bater. Eita, acabou os poderes.
Try this on your side.
Come on now.
You're gonna get stomped.
I'm up. Yeah. You're in it now. Get alive.
Here we go.
Best shot. Let's go. Okay.
You're gonna be in a whirl. Right.
I'm up.
Boa. Tá, põe o lixo pra fora, e daí? Ah, tá.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Hamago-san, what's all this?
Didn't I tell you? I'm decluttering. I lugged all this out here by myself. Oh, I'm beat. I was hoping you big, strong men might do the rest.
You buying new futons or something? Business must be good.
Wait, there's no one here. Where are the girls?
They all quit.
What?
I'm closing up shop.
Huh? Eugene-cho Revitalization Shelter.
It's a facility in Hamakita Park. Bleach Japan set it up. Girls from the industry and their families can live there free of charge.
For free? Damn. And all your girls went there?
Sure did. Why wouldn't they? The facility's offering job training and legal help with visas. No better place for girls like them who don't have citizenship.
And Bleach Japan is behind this whole operation?
Yeah, they're being useful for once. They're gonna open more just like it, too. And they even offered to buy my place and turn it into a shelter.
But then what are you going to do? This place is your bread and butter, isn't it?
Oh, they thought of that. They gave me a job at the shelter. I'm gonna be the dorm mother. Oh, it's good pay, and perfect for a feisty old gal like me. Gotta say, I'm coming around on these do-gooders.
Come on, Hamako-san. Don't you remember what they put you through?
Yeah, sure, they were annoying. Bunch of kids tramping around, shouting shit they heard in prep school. But hey, now they're putting their money where their mouth is. It wasn't just a bunch of whining. They actually did something about it. And apparently the shelters were Ryo Aoki's idea. I have to say, it's pretty damn genius of him.
Not to be a downer, but don't you think he's basically just buying votes? Once the election is over, I bet you he's gonna forget all about these shelters.
Yeah, seriously. Politicians pull this shit all the time.
You don't know him. You can't just assume he's like that. Besides, you got some better option for my girls? Any spare rooms you'll let them live in? I'll have you know, Aoki-san came all the way out to Ijincho today.
Wait, he's in town?
He's attending Ogasawara-san's funeral. See? That shows he's a good guy. The guy who's got a million things on his plate, but still carves out time for a friend. You've got no business bad-mouthing him when you don't even know him.
The young master. Here in Ijincho.
You gonna go see him?
Yeah. There's stuff I want to ask him about.
Me too. Like what his connection to Horonouchi is.
You guys are nuts. Oh, what's your plan? Stroll up and demand a meeting with the most powerful man in Tokyo?
Oh, funerals are easy to sneak into. Everyone's too polite to ask questions.
Why are you supporting this lunacy?
Sorry, Hamako-san. But do you mind if I get rid of your trash some other day?
What's wrong with now?
Yeah. There's just this thing I gotta take care of.
Fine. Just don't leave me hanging, okay?
Wouldn't dream of it. So does anyone know where this funeral is?
If it's in Ijincho, it's gotta be at the morgue on Central. That's where Nonomiya's funeral was.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's roll on over there.
Good shape.
Mas é isso aí, galera. Então, vamos encerrar esse episódio. Continuamos no próximo aí. Depois de ter rolado essas paradas aí. É nóis. Valeu. Fui.